Hey guys, it's Hakeem here, back with some more magic. Let's take a look at our opening hand. We've got 2 Guild Gates, but all of our colors. We've got 2 Wayfinders and a Cultivate, Greatborn Muse, Blockworm. We're on the draw. Hopefully we can pick up a basic, so even if we don't cast the Wayfinder until the 3rd turn, we can still probably snag a basic off it and still cultivate in time. So I'm going to keep this one, playing against Salgam Pseudo. Starts with an Is it Guildgate and passes. He's playing a 63 card deck, if my math is right. Did pick up our 3rd land, which is fine, but it's another enters the battlefield tapped land, so we're still not going to be able to play the Wayfinder until the 3rd turn as is, but we'll see if we can get lucky now and top deck a basic. Salgam Pseudo plays Island and passes it back. Pick up another gate, and we will just put the red-green into play, the Groll Guildgate, and just pass it back again. But now here's where we'll get started with the Wayfinders and the Cultivates and all that stuff. He's missed his 3rd land drop, so I don't know if he's playing an aggressive deck, or if he's playing, you know, a control deck. He's going to just nullify the Satyr Wayfinder, which is fine. I've got another one, plus I've got the Cultivate. So we will take that and pass it back to him. See if he manages to find that 3rd land. Obviously, it's gonna be pretty important to him. He doesn't find it by the look of it. So again, it's back to us, and let's see if he wants to spend a negate on this Cultivate. Gonna go get green because I got lots of red and black. And then we're just going to drop a gate into play while we can. Next turn we'll untap with 6 mana. Can start off with another Wayfinder, see if he wants to nullify it, and if he does, well, we've got the Greatborn Muse. So let's see if he gets up to dissolve mana though. He paused there in his first main phase though, so he's just going to play an Electromancer here. It's a 2/2 for 2, and it gives his instants and sorceries a cost reduction by 1 colorless mana. So since he's tapped out, I'm going to go ahead and try and land this Greatborn Muse. Start drawing a few extra cards. I'll put this in play, and I'm going to get the Satyr Wayfinder, and hopefully we'll get up to 7 mana. My mana's pretty good right now, so I'm going to take a basic if I can over a Guildgate, which I will do. We've got Sheoldred now in the graveyard, but you know the deck is running 2 copies of Treasured Find, so if we pick up one of those, we can just pluck her back out of there. No big deal. So for now, he's going to untap with his Electromancer. Hits his 3rd land, but it's gate, so that's a bit slow for him. He's a little bit behind the 8 ball here. Now he's going to play Resounding Thunder here and just kill the Greatborn Muse. He gets to do that for 2 mana, obviously because of the cost reduction on his Electromancer. And he's just gonna go balls to the wall and swing for 2. We can take that. Not sure if I want to just throw out the Palaka Worm just yet. I think I will actually. Inferno Titans enter the battlefield here, or you know, he's on 3 mana. I mean, he's on 3 mana. So I think using the Titan to kill his creature and take away his cost reduction, that means he's going to be a little bit more constrained on land. Plus we get to plink him in the face for an extra point of damage, since it only takes 2 to kill it. So we will throw the Titan at it, put one on there, another one on there, throw another one at his face. He's down to 18, his Electromancer's dead, and he's stuck on 3 mana. We've got 7 mana in play, Titan on the battlefield, 8th land in hand, Ground Assault for any big scary stuff, and a Palaka Worm. So we're in pretty good shape here. He's played a Darksteel Ingot, so you know he's wow, Fleeting Distraction. Fleeting Distraction's not a great card. I'll show you that when we untap here. So Fleeting Distraction is just target creature gets -1, -0, draw a card. So basically, you know, blue mana, draw a card. I was gonna say while he had that Ingot untapped, that he at least was representing Vapor Snag, but now he's not. He's completely tapped out, so we can just swing here and throw 3 at his face. The question is, do I want to pump up my Inferno Titan? I mean, I've got 4 red mana. That'll hit him for 11 plus the 3. That'll take him down to 4. I mean, that's pretty steep. And I can just hold the Palaka Worm in my hand, and I can also cultivate. So yeah, while he's tapped out, I'm going to actually just gonna buff the fuck out of this, 4 times. Punch him in the face while he's tapped out. Because why the hell not? Why the fucking hell not? Yeah, I'm in that kind of mood because I've just been out snow shoveling all day. Oh my god, you wouldn't believe the snow around this place. It's fucking ridiculous. I won't get into it any more than that. But man, oh man. It's March, the middle of March. Like, give it up, man. You know, just give it up. Alright, so here's Cultivate. Let's go get some mountains for our Inferno Titan because our other mana is excellent. And again, he's on 4 life. He's got to answer this board. And in the colors he's in, you know, I don't see what his opportunities are. So, a Resolve, Inferno Titan. And again, he's stuck on 3 land, you know. So either he made a bad keep, or his deck just, you know, doesn't have the right mana ratio. Maybe he's RN Jesus. I've come to learn about him in the past few days. He's a real dude. So anyway, let's just throw 3 at him, take it with 1, and smack him for 7. And let's call that a game against Izzet Darksteel Ingot. Quick one, but you know, got off to a fast start. He stumbled on land, and this deck will punish the opponent whenever they do that. Getting stuck on land is not where you want to be against me when I'm ramping with Inferno Titans and Pelakka Worms. Alright, so let's see if we can't find somebody else in the lobbies. Going to custom match here. Ooh, wow. Lately, oh, we got the same guy again. Normally I would just do that, but for the sake of the channel, I hope he doesn't think I'm afraid or whatever. But just for the sake of the channel, like to get a different deck on the other side, especially since that one. I mean, if that had been an interesting game, maybe I would have. You know, maybe he's capable of putting up an interesting fight, but you know, I'd rather not take the chance of just showing a repeat of that game. So we're playing against Faceted Sundew 2, if I recall correctly. See how good my memory is. Yeah, I guess that's what that says. Faceted Sundew 2. Here we've got 1 land. Obviously, not going to keep that. Here we've got 3. We've got a removal spell. This is no good in the opener. We've got a Graveborn Muse, so this hand doesn't do a whole lot, but... And we're on the draw. Yeah, I got to mulligan that. Here we got a Visionary and a removal spell. I like this one a bit better. Yeah, that last one, being on the draw with no real play until the Graveborn Muse without a 4th land. I mean, it looks nice to have... it looks nice to have that much, you know, the good mana in your hand with some nice spells, but... You know, the hand didn't really do a whole lot if you really look at it, at least in my opinion. So, Faceted, he starts off with a Demirgil Gate. Now he's played an island, so he's playing a blue-black main phasing Think Twice, which is fine. At least lets me know he's tapped out. I think I'm going to, I'm just going to, you know, not play the gate here. Picked up another Thunder, which is good. Going to play the Visionary, and you know, I'd rather not wait a turn on that. So we'll pick that up. Got a Shadowborn Demon here. We've only got 1 black mana, though, but... it's not something that I'm really looking forward to casting anytime soon. So depending on what if he doesn't do a whole lot and playing a gate qualifies as that, I'll probably just play my own gate, plink him for 1, and take a turn off. You know, I don't need to hold removal up. I don't think if he's playing blue-black main phase Think Twice. Doesn't feel like I need to hold up a Thunder here, so I'm just going to take the chance, play the gate while I can. Now I'd really love to get this Graveborn Muse into play next turn. But I've only got the 1 black source, so I can't cast her. Unless I pick up a basic Swamp, and there's only 3 of those in the deck, so gonna need to Cultivate or a Satyr Wayfinder. I mean, I got ways to find that second source, but she's not very likely to come out on the next turn. But again, he's just passed it over, so we will take that. Got to Cultivate, which is good. We'll swing for 1 first, see if he wants to tap some of that mana. And you know, if he doesn't, we'll just try and Cultivate and get a Swamp. Yeah, he's just gonna tap it, and that's what I don't understand. If you're gonna bluff a counterspell, you might as well bluff it all the way till your end step. So at least now I know he's untapped. Not that it would have changed my line, but on a different board in a different game it could have. So I've only got 2 green sources total. I need a 3rd for my Pelakka Worm / Arbor Colossus. Got a lot of red, so I'm just gonna put the Swamp into play directly, and then grab the forest from my hand. That way I can. That way I can cast the Graveborn Muse next turn, and you'll notice that instead of playing my basic mountain, I put the forest into play that I dragged off Cultivate, thereby hiding this from my opponent. It's a neat little trick I picked up from Mr. Laskowski, the salty old Magic player from the comment section. So it turns out the Faceted Sundew was playing 3 colors of Magic, and didn't let me know until now. So that's a bit interesting to find out at this stage of the game that he's playing white. Changes things a little bit. There's Covert. That's my Throwback Thursday buddy. Let's just throw this at him. I mean, I'm having a hard enough time getting out regular content lately, and I'm still trying to unlock cards on the Xbox One. So he's got a handful of spells, blue mana. He's playing draw spells. I mean, this guy's got to be playing counter spells. Got to be. So I'm just gonna tap these 2 basic forests here. Throw out a Visionary. See if he wants to get greedy and counter spell that, or nullify or dissolve or whatever. Yeah, he's going to dissolve a Visionary. Yeah, I had a feeling this guy might do that because of, you know, main phase, think twice, non-in-step inspiration. So if he has a nullify here, then good for him. You know, it's possible that he has it, but I'm gonna stick to Graveborn Muse because he felt the need to counter a 1/1. So see if he's got the removal for it. He could play Angelic Edict or something like that, but that doesn't really bother me. If he taps out for his 5 mana card to kill my 4 mana guy. Just got to keep on hitting my drops and get this thing into play. So, well, you know, dissolve on an Elvish Visionary. I mean, wow. Anyways, Arcane Sanctum comes into play. Now he's just going to main phase some more draw and let me know that he's tapped out. He's playing counter spells, but he's also let me know that he doesn't have them. So I'll take that all day long, and I'll draw a pair of cards here. 1, 2, and yeah, let's just put the land into play. Swing for 4. And you know, I'm not gonna run scared. I got 2 of these burn spells. I'm just gonna jam Palaka Worm, gain 7 life, and make him deal with that. Once I get to 8 mana, I can just burn him out with those pair of thunders. I'm only 1 mana away. So here you go. You know, you can't counter it. So I'm up to 26. Got a 7/7 Trampler and a card advantage engine, and you have 6 mana, and you got 8 cards. You can play your land and have a full grip, but you know, you're still in bad shape. You only have 2 white sources, so you're gonna need to play planes and a planar cleansing, and even then, I think you're still behind. So we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. I mean, I got removal for whatever nonsense he could play. I guess he could play Resolute Archangel or something. He's playing a Royal Elemental. Okay. So now he's going to play his land. I will show you the Royal Elemental when it comes back to my turn. I've given up on showing it on the other turn. So, Graveborn Muse again is going to draw me 2 cards. Royal Elemental is a 6 mana card. It's only a 3/2. It has flying, I guess, if you want to look at the upside. But in this metagame, with Shock being such a rampant card, playing any 6 mana card that dies to it, probably not where you want to be. And if you lose control of Royal Elemental, you lose control of the stolen creature. So with 8 mana here, I can throw a Shadowborn Demon at it, and if he somehow manages to counter that on a single black mana, maybe with Undying Evil, we'll say, you know, I'll still get my creature back, and then I can play the Forest and hit it with Resounding Thunder to just deal with it permanently. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw Shadowborn at it. Let's see if he's got the Undying Evil. He doesn't. Just dies. I get my worm back, and then I get to swing for 4. So it slowed me down a little bit. But Royal Elemental is not exactly the greatest card in the world. And don't really need to cultivate at this point. So I will hold open the Resounding Thunder in case he tries any shenanigans, but most likely scenarios I just untap and kill him. Still doesn't have the white sources for planar cleansing, so that's not a threat. He's on 8 mana. I can't think of anything in 8 mana that he could do to really threaten me. He's already played a land drop, so we know he doesn't have his other elemental to drop on me. Not that it would matter. So yeah, this guy's pretty much dead in the water. You know, dissolve on a Visionary. Probably not the sort of play you should be making. Main phasing all your draw spells again when you're playing counter spells. Not where you want to be. Especially, well, not especially against this. Against you know, any deck. So yeah, here I am still trying to think of things to talk about. Just rehashed the whole game, and now I'm just sitting here with a bunch of dudes in play, and he is winding down the timer. Okay, maybe he quit like a few minutes ago and Xbox just didn't realize it. I don't know. But yeah, he's got pretty much 0. So he's got a Talrand, so yeah. Could have a counterspell to go with it, but I still think I'm going to trample him underfoot. He's going to draw, and He's still going to get to Drake because the trigger was on the stack. Nothing I can do about that, but at least I can kill that Talrand. Get that thing out of there. Going to have to sacrifice a 1/1 here. Suppose I could sacrifice another creature, but I'm not going to. Blink that away, and with him with 1 mana, I mean, yeah, I'll just thunder his face. He's dead though. I don't think he can survive this. Well, he can only stop 5, and I've got. If only, yeah, he's dead. Yeah, and there we go. There's another one. All right, guys. Well, trying to get back on track with the content. First game, guy didn't do much. Second game, guy did a bunch of stuff. He just, did it all wrong. So, anyways, that's what time is it? Here, I got to get this out before the end of the night. It's 8 o'clock. Yeah, and I got to get back to unlocking cards on the Xbox One. We had some new cards come out today. I mean, hopefully I'll be able to talk about that soon. But I've got to get my Xbox One fully unlocked so I can start recording matches on that console instead. And yeah, that's what I'm hard at work doing is unlocking. All right, guys, thanks for watching the games, and we'll see you for some more content tomorrow. Thanks for watching.